Welcome, 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 everybody. What's everybody up to tonight?
What's up?
Got Jim up in here, Sinister,
I'm
Technique,
having the biggest problem trying to get my chat popped out right now. There
Chris,
we go.
Explicit, Birdman. What's up, Mike? Making FPV great again. I hear you. We try all the time to do that.
So, I just have one question before we get into it. Is that a new shirt?
No, I've had it for a while.
I've never seen it.
I just usually always wear FPV stuff, so.
No, I've never seen you wear anything but like a regular t-shirt. I think that's the first time I've ever seen you wear a shirt that had a collar or buttons. Anything but and it matches your hat, which bothers me.
And I got blue jean shorts on. I match all up tonight.
Man, he's coming in fly. He's about to go to a club or something tonight, guys. Better watch out.
Going clubbing tonight. Yeah, pop out my chat. I didn't do
Oh,
that.
2 days to your birthday, man? What's up, Technique?
No. Today is his
Today
birthday.
is my birthday.
Why is it said 2 days?
Huh?
Because it's like two chains.
Yeah, but no, he used a plural in 2 days.
Who?
Birdman
He
literally
said,
said 2 days. There's an S on the end of days.
yeah, he did say 2 days.
Yeah.
But do go in the house. What's up? What's up?
Well, happy birthday. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm
Thank you. I
terrible.
appreciate it. That's all good. It's just another day. Nothing special.
I'd be
Mr.
terrified if you guys
Powell.
knew my birthday and I wasn't aware of this.
What's up, Sean? Let's pop out. I'm in top chat, live chat. I don't think it makes a difference, but.
Oh, come on. You know you got a present. What's the present? We got to do show and tell. I know you got something.
No, I didn't get nothing. That's when you're a kid, man. Come on.
What? We stop getting birthday presents when we get older?
Technique has a birthday present coming. Well, not I guess not a birthday present because it's his. I built
Oh my god, and the quad even matches you.
right?
Everything is blue right now.
I'm so blue. That's pretty though. Got the bling zings on it.
Another gank.
And I'm actually gonna be smart like them guys and start putting them on my quad too. These do bling too when you turn them.
How well does it work? And like, what's
Believe
the
me.
end game? So it's like I'm gonna be like,
Because
this
instead of
might,
your lens hitting, right?
yeah.
Instead of like mine, well, I meant his Bardwell here doesn't have one on it. So you see that, right? So from the side you can see. So when you hit into something, you're gonna right on that lens to where this you hit your lenses back
Yeah.
here. It actually I see a lot of people with them, and I thought they were
Well, I know
at
Fordo
first-
had a shitload of them.
yeah, and I thought they were for like the sunshade, kind of like
Yeah, that's what I thought.
yeah, exactly. I was like that must be for sun or something, like I don't know, like blocks the glare or something. But no, come to find out, they're actually to support your camera lens.
So, like, I don't know. This might just be me, but like, I haven't broke a camera lens, and I want to knock on wood real quick. I haven't broke a camera lens in easily over a year. Like, right?
You'll break one next time you fly.
I know, but like the thing is pretty much now is I feel like I'm an experienced enough pilot to where I prepare for a crash. Like when you're about to have a crash, so you immediately flip the quad on the bottom and just hope you don't break an arm.
MG Slayer, what's up? Chuck it. Renegade in the house. What's up, Dan?
On his personal pilot profile.
Tim, welcome. That's what I meant to bring in. Hang on, I'll be right back. I know I meant to bring something else.
Uh-oh. So anybody flown this week? Oh, thank you for the picture, Crystal. That was actually a really cool picture.
Not a problem, my dear. Yeah, I had taken that and then not downloaded it, and Chris hadn't even seen it. So when I actually downloaded it
I'm
today,
supposed
that's
to
when
show
he's like,
Tim's
hold
baby
up, no,
today.
send that to Doc and send that to Vince as well.
Yeah, I like I don't know how like all those lenses work or like the effect, but like you did that really cool ass lens effect where we were perfectly crystal clear and everything behind us was blurry as shit. I love that.
Double A in the house. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, buddy.
See,
Holy squish. There he is.
I don't edit
I
any
flew
of my photos,
and blew up 2
so
quads.
technically all that is I messed with the aperture of my
Thank you, Uncle
camera.
Joe.
Oh, I thought it was like a focusing thing you did with your like lens itself.
Nope,
Oh.
that is strictly aperture.
Oh, okay.
That just happened as a lucky moment. Perfect place, perfect time. Lighting was just there.
Yeah, because
Combination was on my side that day.
well, I did a little studying in like camera lenses, not because I'm fascinated with cameras, but I'm a science person, so anything that reflects light, transfers light, does something with light, it's like yes. And they make these split lenses, and it's usually used in video cameras for movies because they have two people side by side the same distance from the camera, but they'll have one blurry and one not, and it's literally on the camera itself. It's a split lens.
Terrence,
And
welcome.
I just always thought that was like so fascinating how you
Terrence
can do that with one piece of glass.
he said Tim made me say it. Tim made me say this. Yeah. Peer pressure, man.
Chuck it.
Win
Didn't hear.
Gumby in the house. Welcome, welcome. Love my drones.
You might as well just take a break and catch up.
That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
got a
trying
lot
to
of
do.
people in here.
I'm trying to reach out.
How's the props flicking coming along? The prop flicking.
The prop flicking. The thing you flicking your prop.
Oh yeah, I do it here and
Oh,
there.
he's
Yeah.
at it.
I haven't given a name yet, so prop flicking. I guess that's what we'll call it. Not like you're flicking it though. It's like you're just compressing the blades until like one kind of pops out and then you go. Meow.
I went out the other day and flew. I think I flew like 6 or 8 packs. I had them charged up, so I had to get rid of them. Reaper.
I haven't really been able to fly. It gets too dark now when I get home.
It's been
That's why.
quite windy, terrible
Yeah.
windy too.
Yeah, and I started flying liftoff, and so my biggest comparison with liftoff and Velocidrone is if you're trying to just get flight time in and practice on the sticks, Velocidrone
Lord
all day.
FTV, welcome.
Velocidrone will be the best. If you just kind of want to have fun and chill and like you can hop into lobbies and there's always people playing, Liftoff I feel like is more of the video game have fun side. Velocidrone is definitely the practice, get your skills up.
Yeah, Velocidrone is more. You will find. Well. This was before DRL and Crash, and what's the other popular one they play? Before all them come out, you would find more on Velocidrone because
Yeah.
of more racing is on Velocidrone. I think either one you can get in there and just have fun. Racing like on Velocidrone, if you don't start the timer, you can just fly around like freestyle everything and not get timed or anything like that.
Yeah, and Liftoff has like freestyle lobbies, and it'll like have up to 4 or 6. I think 6 is the maximum number, but it'll have a handful of people in there always.
How hard is it to light up my Mini 2? Your DJI Mini 2? You put lights on pretty much anything, I believe.
Yeah, you just get a flashlight and tape it to it if need be.
Yeah. Put the duct tape around it.
Heck yeah.
I actually been happy with my rig. I've been pushing the Juicy J37 props with them 2306 motor. I'm loving it. Like I cannot complain about the control. So when I first flew it, it was like incredible. Then I was like, what the heck's the difference? We're down. So Crystal has a hobby that she's been doing, documenting graveyards. So yeah, you want to talk about a job actually going and then walking the whole entire place. And I tell you what, I go ahead of her and just brush it off, and she has to film it all. Crazy.
How hard is it to find them? Oh, is that
G-Man
the hot pot?
5510, thank you.
That's
Mr. D. What's
that's
up?
part of the adventure. I have actually discovered graves from Civil War
crazy.
and before, and to literally stumble across some of the headstones that have sunk so far into the ground. And a lot of the times I'm going to Virginia, so in Virginia, the
G-Man,
graves
your
actually
nephew, cool
had
beans.
a lid because the ground, the water level
That's crazy.
is right there. So they put a lid over their graves so that if for some unforeseen chance it flooded, the graves did
Some
not
have
escape,
holes in them and
some
everything,
did.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
some of these lids are falling in.
Crazy.
When you're walking along and you don't realize that you've actually stepped on top of the lid, and the next thing you're hearing is concrete cracking under your feet under the grass. It's a different feeling. But then that brings about the question, who is there? And to document the forgotten
That's
is
funny.
important.
Holy squish.
So she was,
Paducah put the whooping on anyone with eyeliner. Huh?
so she was down there doing that the other day, and I was like, man, I'm gonna fly some packs. And I started flying through that thing. I was like, man, this thing seems so far off. The wind was terrible, but come to find out, I had a loose arm. And then the other day I went flying, and I was like, cranked that thing down, boy. And I was like, oh, there's the control I was looking for.
So are you flying the gang kind of as your main rig at the moment? Or are you still
Switch
working
back
on the
and forth.
apexes?
Switch back and forth due to the HD, but I got some HD units coming now, so, and I got pro cameras coming. Get to switch out my camera and my apexes now and put, instead of the 3-stage to put the camera into it with that nano, then I can go to 4x3 now. So I think I'm going to turn to Gank HD.
Are you?
Yeah.
Now, how's the camera going to fit in there? Is it going to still pop in nicely?
Yeah, beautiful. I just the one I built, that blue one, actually has an HD camera. It's an HD unit.
Oh, okay.
HD setup. So I think normally I think we were more or less thinking like the 20 centimeter cable for the camera, but I got it set up in there now. I can run. I think it's the middle size cable because I got the 8. I think it's the 14 or whatever the middle size is. I'm not exactly sure the number. And then the 20. So what I did was turn the stack around, and now the power cord comes out the front because it's got plenty of room, and then you can actually bring your camera cable through the stack, and it's insulated, and also there's no worry as long as it's not like pinched in there, and then it works perfect. So yeah, that was like the first HD gank that I did.
Receiver, are you talking about VTX
Receiver do you
or
prefer? If you're talking about for RX, I like the Crossfire on, what's it, Nano?
yeah, Nano? I think Nano's pretty much going to be your best thing for any 5-inch frame.
E-drone in the house. What's up, blah, blah, blah.
If you're talking about VTX receiver,
That varies, I guess.
yeah,
For money, likens, HD,
yeah.
analog.
Yeah, or HD or analog. HDs, there's kind of only really one player. There are 2 players, but like one, pretty
Jim.
much it's not a comparison for HD at the moment. Fat
So,
Shark's getting there, but they're not the Digi level yet.
and before it used to be what? So when you're going VTX, it's like, okay, what milliwatt do you want? Now it's just like on everything. HD, analog.
But I say for VTX receivers,
involving.
rapid fire is probably going to be your best choice. I have Clearview, and I'm super happy with Clearview.
I have run the Furious D, the Rapid Fire. They have their benefits. Like I have seen exactly when you watch the reviews and people say that Rapid Fire would be more when you're around concrete and stuff like that. That is true versus the Furious D when you're out in the woods, like in the dense trees and all. They seem to have their values in different areas. So is that what he was talking about? The receiver? How about? Oh, that Express LRS, that's going to be something. That's not going to be something. That is something to talk about. I've seen a couple people, watched a couple reviews on testing it and all that. I like,
Oh, okay. So he's talking about modules.
yeah, I like the fact that it's the affordable price about it.
Well, how much is it? Because it's not like Crossfires isn't
It's
affordable.
like, well, I say that, yeah. Crossfire is what, like 65, 70 or something.
Yeah, like there's literally there's a Crossfire thing you can get for $70 or something. It's a module and 3 receivers with it.
Not for 70. No,
I thought it was 70.
No, that's 100. You can get the module just for 70. The micro, like I got,
Oh,
and that's
I know I paid a little bit for like
that
good.
come. I don't even think that comes with the receiver. No,
What?
that's just the module.
Mine just comes with the module. Like the
Yeah, that's
light
what that
is
is.
just a module.
But yeah, they have. I thought I seen. I think that LRS you can just get it in so many different ways too, right? I think there's like women rent dances. I bought ELRS module with 5 RX. So yeah, look, Dan said I bought the ELRS module with 5 RX for $75.
What's the
That is
range on it? Like,
the
what's the
micro.
hertz? Is it 2.4 or is it 900?
I'll be drone in the house. Welcome, welcome. I don't know all the stats as far as that. Or I'm sure they would know in the chat.
Been in the house. He was singing "Happy Birthday" to you earlier.
I didn't see him.
Oh my God!
This light's killing me tonight too. It's like the paper towel. I have a paper towel over it to kind of dim it down.
He honestly didn't drink anything at dinner.
I didn't drink nothing either.
He had root beer in a bottle.
I'm drinking water.
But
Yeah, because so this was a question. Have you had any experience with the TBS Fusion?
I haven't. I've heard a couple people that have. I know. Or no, wait. I'm thinking a tracer. The Fusion is
The Fusion, the module and the goggle.
Oh, yeah. Actually, AA uses that, I believe.
Okay, AA. Do you have the bars in it so you can see how much signal each antenna is getting?
Wayne had it, but he never. I guess
he doesn't count. He's like.
he just bought the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ELRS is available in 2.4 and 9.15.
Oh, okay, that's cool. See, I like how they give you both options. In case you don't want to break the rules, you can use 2.4.
Break the rules? No, I break the rules.
We're breaking rules.
Nah, mine's good. Mine's the 2.4.
We're breaking rules. Oh yeah. You got the what is it? The Crossfire.
I just make it look like it's the good one, just to fit
yeah.
in. Yeah. Huh? Hey, just like when you do a house and all, right? Caulk and paint, make it what it ain't. You just.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All my quads are under 250.
Yep. Definitely. I'm working on a 250 alien. I'm gonna make a 250 alien. Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna look awful, but you know, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, I'm building one now for Shane. It was the Beta FPV ET5, and he wants that thing to be an ass ripper. So we're gonna put some components. Squirrel killer. Oh my God. Yep, exactly. What Holy Squish said. I do the same thing, follow the same guidelines.
I'm his spotter.
Every time I fly, she's there. Quick to tell me. There's people there. I'm like, oh, okay, no, thank you.
Why, Trey? Why what? Oh, why am I trying to make a below 250 alien? It's. I assume that's asking. You're asking why I'm trying to make a below 250 alien, Chuck. Just to see if it's possible.
Now, no, your Moby's kind of heavy. I don't know. We have to weigh that.
What do you mean I'm not spotty, homie Paul?
But pretty much, so Chuck, the rule I'm following. with that is it has to have the same bolt holes and standoff hole sizes, and then everything else can be like super skinny. So like the cross framing and the top plate and bottom plate are going to be nothing. I'm probably going
I'm
to
with
try
you,
to.
Ed.
I'm going to use 1 millimeter carbon. Like it's going to be terrible.
We're gonna break that shit. I'm with you, Ed. I hate being when I jump in this chat and I'm on that phone. I'm kid you not. Look, from soldering, my eyes are just like. So I look at that phone. I'm like, I can't. My arm's not long enough to go like this, right? To read the chat. I'm like everybody's like, hi. I just come in there and be like, hi. That's about as much as I can do.
So Hobby
Like
Hallie
3
said,
inch
what
footage,
radios are y'all flying?
I am running this
What y'all
guy.
rocking?
I'm rocking this fella right here.
Oh, that's mean. That's cold. You know you did
Iron
that.
Man. Oh, did I cut him off?
Yeah, you did, and I was like, look at me, look at me.
Wait a minute, you get your time. Ready? All right, your turn. What is that? That's that, wait a minute. I remember that thing from back in the day. What was-
that oh, that big hulking module on the back of it.
I always loved the Tyrannus radios. I just hate that they're with, FR Sky and how they made everything.
It doesn't really matter anymore because we're all going to Crossfire anyway. So it's
Well,
like,
true that. If you're going to Crossfire, it doesn't matter. But see, I deal with like a lot of different people and a lot of different radios, variants. Oh yeah, dude. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Thank most of you guys have gone to Crossfire. The FR Sky, dude, it's just like, all right, get the receiver. The radio never matches the protocol. It's just like, and you think, oh, well, just flash the receiver. It's no problem. What are you complaining about? No, I wish it was that easy. Just,
well, if you have an access radio, you can use ACC. It's just if you have an ACC radio, you can't use access.
that's what we got all the switches for. Huh?
What?
What all we got all the switches for? Make us go side to side.
I don't care about the switch. All right, so I literally, this is my pre-arm arm. That's what those two do. This is turtle. This is my
I always like flying with
buzzer.
someone with a transmitter.
And everything else is nothing. Like I could literally remove 1, 2, 3, 4 switches. 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4 switches.
The jumper bug, Mike says. Jumper, I
It's
like jumper.
reverse.
These
How's it
basically
reverse?
are. The TX is basically a bigger jumper. It's got all the protocols in there. Remember them days we used to read those? Whoa! There's a lot of them in that radio now.
Uh-oh.
We'd be here for a little bit.
Ed said, laugh out loud. I know all about the arms being long enough. It works at first, but then even if my arms grew longer, then it's just too small.
Then you got to start getting cell
Renegade.
phone holders
You're right
for
on
the
that.
shoe. That way, because your leg's longer than your arm, right? Put it down there on
Selfie
your
stick.
shoe. Right. But the thing is, then you got to use talk to text. Yes, I'm fine. What? They just told me I'm blind. It does suck.
And believe it or not, I actually tried to get one of the switches, and I've never been able to get the TBS Smart Audio to work. But this switch here, it's still bound to like 2 of the aliens. It's supposed to up down the power on the TBS.
Oh, go
units.
to like 25 and then
Yeah, like this
wire it up.
switch is supposed to do that, but it never has worked. I've found.
I got
So
you.
it's like technically it would be 3, but the one switch doesn't work right.
ACCSTs.
Yes.
Got 7 that won't bind.
Any that you can use. That's what I go through, Dan. Like, so mine was the ACCST, and then they switched to that Access. And I'm telling you, it was just a nightmare. Where I work and build for people, it was I mean, thank God E-Drone knew a lot, and he knows a lot about radios. If you guys don't know, have a problem with the radio, reach out to him. He has really good protocols, figuring out what should be on the radio, what's not. Because Man, by the time I get to the point to start flashing that, I'm better off just leaving it alone, walking away, be like, Eric, he got that one going, that Jeff Freestyle give us for the giveaway, and that thing was whacked. It was one of the radios that they sent into the States with the EU protocol, and it was like, I mean, almost impossible to jailbreak it. But
Nintendo
Eric
Switch.
got that
Somebody
thing
say
going.
Switch.
Switch?
Oh Lord, Tim's done
Like
got his
Switch.
attention.
Got my Animal Crossing stuff on there too. What?
No.
Got it on front.
Hey, she cute.
I love it. Put that back over there.
FR Sky, Miss FR. He's Miss FR Sky so much. You haven't had Crossfire yet then.
Flash guy.
Oh, Fly Sky. Okay, I still got a Fly Sky transmitter hanging on my wall. FSI 6. But Crossfire, I don't know. Yes, I guess if you think about it, most people's like, well, I don't want to pay for the radio, and then I have to buy the module, and then I got to buy the receivers, right? I'm like, yeah. So then they start to do the value of the receiver, what it costs versus the Crossfire and the FR Sky. Yeah, there's a price difference, but I'm telling you something. That Crossfire difference of binding, just the hassle-free of what you have to go through, is just amazing versus that. But yeah, I've been through round and round with that stuff. Terrible. FR Sky, fuck themselves.
Two switches to ARM and turtle mode.
Well, you know why we put
Yeah,
all the other
but
switches
like
in there?
when Jumbie, if you can get a buzzer switch, even if it's just for the D shot on your motors, it helps you find a quad in grass so easily.
Yes, I believe that. I love that when they started doing that. Man, but you got to watch. You cannot just leave it on.
Oh, especially if it's the D shot buzzer. Oh hell no, it'll kill
No,
a
it will
motor.
get hot quick. But I do like the fact of that. That's why when I first started flying, my biggest flaw was my quad coming unplugged. When the quad comes unplugged, you're screwed. You're looking for that thing. I mean, in the field where I used to fly over here, Crystal will tell you, she'll be working, come home, hey, how was your day? Oh, it was good. I'm over here looking for a quad. It would come unplugged. I was screwed, especially if it was a 3-inch. Oh, you could count that. You could count
Until
2
Rusty
days.
got home.
Yeah, Russell come go, okay, I'm going to go over here and find it. I'm like, I'm telling you, just trust me. Don't waste your time. I wasted all day on that thing. He walked straight over to that field, walked right out to that thing, pick it up, and call on his cell phone. I found it. I'm like, shut up. Where? He's like, right here. We go back and look if I had a GoPro on it. I walked past that thing like 10 times, cussing the whole time. That boy
Yeah.
can find a quad for you quick.
So Wind Jumbie on the self-powered buzzers, I personally don't like them, just due to the fact I have a quad at my house right now with one, and it freaking is annoying as hell. Like randomly in the middle of the night, I've had it go off for no apparent reason. Thank you, Chris.
Chris,
It's waking
did you
me
get
up.
a big box of HD? Big box of HD. What was that?
A jujube jumped on the floor.
I got some HD stuff coming. I'm lost on that question. I ain't gonna lie. No. So I got a 7-inch, and it's got 2306 1700. It's got the newbie drone smooth motors on it. Well, I tuned it about much as I could do, and I could go here and fly it around, have fun with it, right? Just if you throw it real hard, it bounce, right? So I asked Doc, I was like, hey, you want to have some fun? Just take this thing, tune it in your spare time, see what you can do with it. So it has one of the V-Fly lost and found buzzer things on it. So at times that thing you will press it for 2 seconds, cut it off, right? It won't beep. And then, man, you'll be sitting there all of a sudden, beep! It's like, what was that? That thing
It's
is
loud.
irritating.
Like, especially in this small room, like it just randomly goes off, and I'm like, I did not want to hear that.
I was sitting here one night messing with it, right? And then I'm talking like 2:30 at night, and that thing and Russell's room's right on the side of this wall. It just started beep, beep, beep. I'm like, shut up! And it's so small you can't muffle it and try to turn off at the same time.
Yeah.
I had to walk outside. I was out there like probably 15 minutes trying to turn that thing off. Those things are ear piercing loud, and the light blinds you at the same time. When it blinds you, you're trying to push the button. It's like, oh, yeah. I've had
This is why
fun.
you should not be up at 2:30 in the morning.
I've had
working
fun
on
with
quads.
those.
I'm not up. It just turns on. It's like it has a built-in clock to
Who's
annoy
up?
you.
Wait, you said she hasn't put cheerleader outfit on. She even said the other day that cheerleader outfit fit her a lot better now. When Jimmy said, "I don't be flight," did that. They will. They'll just sometimes, man. You think you turn them off? Woo!
So Dana wants to know what the birthday boy got.
What did I get?
Mm-hmm.
I got. Let me think. What did I get? Well, I got a printer last week that I'm gonna count. I got Russell. He got me some HD stuff. He got me 2 pro cameras and a unit, a whole unit. So yep. What else did I get? Crystal gave me some money.
Cash.
We got some cash, and I'm gonna buy some things, some new batteries. More than likely, definitely batteries, because I need those. My batteries now, they're like, I'm not doing it no more.
I ain't gonna lie, I gave up on buying this man something because he's given me like so many different ideas, and I'm just like, I don't know what he actually truly needs more.
Power.
So I'm like, here's the money, buy what the hell you want.
Maybe Chris should wear it. Uh-oh. I thought.
Hell no, he's not wearing my cheerleader outfit. He'll stretch that sucker all over
That
the
was
place.
that's what I kind of thought you were talking about.
I'll wear it.
That
No,
was
you won't.
Why
that's
not?
for a build. I got the Polar, or it's the Polar Vista Nano, and then the Cadix Pro. But yeah, they're for builds. That's the one I was just saying about the ET5. He said, Chris is not the birthday. Not give me nothing. I watch your video. I was looking at your name. You're us on Oz. Did I say it right? What's up? Welcome, welcome. But nah, y'all that did hook me up. I appreciate it, though, y'all. Hey, everyone, just saying happy birthday is good enough for me. Hobby Howie. I don't think I welcomed you in. Would you go for DJI goggles or do analog or go for Fat Shark? All right, so that's a good question. That Hobby Howie says. So a lot of people do say, "Man, I can't go to the DJI because it's too expensive." I'm with you on that. I am. But if you have to start out from the bottom and buy everything, to be honest, by the time you buy Fat Shark, say you're building a rig, you're gonna buy the Fat Sharks. Let's say just the newest ones, Fat Shark HDO2. So you gotta buy your Fat Shark HDO2s. You say rapid fire module just because that's the pretty much what's trending. Then you gotta buy your VTX, your camera. Believe it or not, if you add all that up, you could buy the DJI goggles and the Nebula unit a bit cheaper. So that's what I'm saying is like just figure out which route you want to go. I'll tell you something that I've learned with the DJI versus the analog. I run both of them. The DJI is the bee's knees. I'm not gonna lie to you. The video feed that you get and the distance that you're able to do and everything is beautiful. But you see the wall right here? I'm limited to 2 quads flying on the HD setup. So that's the difference versus me. What I see like if you go DJI, the units are roughly, you can buy them individually and they're really hard to find right now. But you're talking like $170 for a unit for your VTX and your camera versus what's, I guess VTXs are still roughly the same price. So you can get I'm a reference to TBS Pro 32 and the one Doc uses because I know they really work now. I've actually used them and vividly see that they work. So you're looking at $50, I think, for them versus your camera. So the availability and how much are you willing to spend and how many rigs do you have? So that's where I see the DJI versus the analog thing.
I like the custom, the only thing I see limiting Digi, and this is still probably my one gripe, is the custom optimization of it. You know, like you're limited to one goggle or two technically now, the Digi 1 or Digi V2. And you're pretty much you have a set camera and modules for it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said. So it's basically, yes, I like the digital world, but it's a very expensive world to be in. It's kind of just like any other thing you see, right? Any other thing you come into, you have the high end of it, and then you have the end that pretty much everybody else is into and stuff like that. Me, I was fortunate enough to fall into the DJI world. My son was just like, I did a DJI build, my first one, and then I had it here, and I was just like taking it out vividly, flying it. Shane's like, I want my stuff, and I'm like, no, it's just not ready yet. No.
Birdman, the latency is not bad at all. Like, yes, it is technically slower than analog, but the difference, minute.
It's not. And I say that because I'll back Doc up on that. He sees how I fly with it. There's no difference in my flying, and I'm running the nano cameras that are 60 frames a second. I'm getting ready to go to the 120 frames. So I should be able to, like, if that's the case, as far as latency. Now, there is a latency game in them. Now, they are V1s, though. I saw the V1 Nebula units have latency like crazy. The distance was not as far I could go with them versus mine. I had V2s. I could go. I can't say how far. I don't never measured it, but I can go a good ways with my setup. And the V1s, a lot of latency on there. So I don't know if you could flash the V1s with V2 firmware. If that's possible, whatever. But yeah, there's not much latency, is it? Now, when you're away from yourself, I'd say analog, you got to get really away from yourself to really feel the latency, to where the digital, yes, you're going to feel that latency a little bit sooner than you would with that analog. And that's, like I said, me running both of them and seeing it, and giving my rig the fair chance to actually wire my rig up to have good analog too.
Yeah, you like
He's
so
always beat me up.
where the reason DJI is nice and all, their goggles are a little too bulky for my touch, but I think it's the same thing. Like I have a steel rig, and I have an OG steel rig, and that analog on it is crystal clear. It's freaking mint. So the reason Steel probably didn't switch is he has no reason to. Oh, yeah, just the head popped up. She's looking at the screen. She's fascinated by herself. She sees herself in it.
I saw her head pop. I knew she was going to jump up there on that screen.
Keyboard kitties are banned in this house.
So yeah, as far as the comfortability of the goggles, now there are foams you can have. You can have the OG foam, which I don't know how anyone can wear that. But Fordo, I love you. He wears the OG one. So then you have that one. Then you have the middle grade one that you can buy from like just, I guess, RDQ or whatever. Then the one you buy from DJI. Now that's the big, thick, round foam one. Looks like the Richard Simmons headband type thing. That's the comfortable one. That's the one that fills your whole face. And then what I did was take the stock one and cut the nose piece off and then put it in mine, and it fits perfect on my face. But yes, they are. If you're flown with box goggles, that's basically where you're going back to. I'm not gonna lie. Now the picture is a totally different game. But yes, the feel of the box on your face is it. Fat Sharks is like putting your Oakleys on. That cool, sleek. Yes, I always will love Fat Sharks do that. Michael McReynolds in the house. What's up?
And I'm telling you, like sooner or later, they're just gonna have a module that just pops in the Fat Sharks.
That would be cool.
If they're going to do it, it's going to happen. Sooner or later, it'll happen, and then we can all just keep our Fat Sharks and put that crap in it.
When Jumpy says he's analog until Shark Bite does 1 watt. So E-Drone, he is actually messing with the Shark Bite. He actually has been upgrading as they come out, the cameras and everything, and he's been seeing a big difference in all that. So it's coming, and when it comes, it's going to be cool because then it's going to take the monopoly out and they're going to have everybody's got to lower their price, honestly. And I can't wait because them damn Nebula units, they need to come way down.
If I'm not wrong,
Wow,
Fat Shark
welcome.
isn't like true digital. It's like it's analog still in some
It
ways,
is,
right?
yes. If you guys really want to know how DJI works, I can reference a video. Chris Rosser, if Crystal would like, she could find that and pop a link in here. Chris Rosser breaks it down on how to understand and how DJI works, and yeah, it shows you all of it. If you was busy, that's okay. I saw the look.
She's getting the news up. She's trying to collect.
Well,
I
all-
already had the news.
she's
I
got
just
news.
had
Oh.
no clue about pulling
Although I
that.
need to figure out how to keep what Jim say. Although I need to figure out how to keep the fan on my HD3s. Jim, look up a video for that. There is a mod for that. I'm wanting to say Eric has it. Eric did the mod to his HD3s for the fan. I do remember that.
What is it? Just always on?
No, he's saying how to keep it on. Although I need to figure out how to keep the fan on my HD3s.
Mine just stays on. Like once you push. So like how mine works is once you push the button on mine, it'll stay on the entire time until you unplug it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's definitely no what it is everybody has Fat Shark knows that you got that button and that button.
Yeah.
I push the button every 10 minutes. See, Squish says he pushes the button every 10 minutes. Yeah, because it cycles and it cuts off. I think there's a
Where
way.
do you live where it's that humid to where you have that issue?
Jim is in Arkansas, and Squish, dude, Squish, he doesn't like cold weather. He go hopping in them every time he's a truck driver. So every time it gets cold, he goes to the next hottest state. When we're literally cold and shivering, shaking here, he's sending me a video where he's out in flip flops, thong, just chilling. I'm just like, I'm hating you. But yeah, where Jim is, I can imagine you need those for sure.
Oh,
And then
okay,
Jim,
yeah.
And then Jim, you can see how kind of it'll fit around your face. Some people will kind of like, customize the nose or whatever, and kind of lets air kind of like cycles it way through as well.
So I don't have issues with my goggles fogging up. It has to be a really hot summer day for me to ever plug in that because I never even plug in the battery for it.
Well, the HD02s, they actually all function in now together.
Yeah.
So when you turn them on, they automatically come on, and you have to just press the button. They have 2 speeds on it now. So Holy Squish said he's flying in Louisiana on 140% humidity. Box fan on your face.
Yeah.
And he's out there flying that fire. Yeah, he's definitely getting hot. Yeah, I know. He's like showing me pictures and all. We're cold as shit here. It was snow actually when he showed me that. Out in
Speaking
Phoenix,
of
whatever.
which, Double A had his very first snow for the year today.
Oh, the ugly stuff. The ugly white stuff. We don't get much here, and I'm glad of that. And it's all flat land. Can't talk. Flat land. I'm watching this cat because this cat is seriously like on to something. He just stood up, hunched it back up.
Oh, it sees random shit. Like I have literally seen this cat attack the wood surface, like, cause it's like there's something there. Ah!
Or LSD and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, like what you see there because it's like not even an ant.
So there's the link Crystal dropped in. If you guys want to learn more about the digital thing, I thought Chris did a really good job on breaking that down and showing you what's inside of it and how it works. And basically it's filtered. That's all it is.
Because we even have like a little red laser light for it to like play with. But the thing is it literally will get distracted from the red laser light to nothing, and it'll just start attacking nothing.
I hear you. You're us on Oz.
No.
No.
Why are you so nosy?
Yeah.
What? Why?
We adopted this one about
2 months
Shut up,
ago
that is
now,
crazy.
so it's still a kitten. It's still a baby.
Why are you so nosy? What? My brain said you're us on us. Hey, that still goes good, right? Don't
How
that's
you
still a good
doing?
analogy for
Why
that
you
name.
attacking me?
That is also
Stop it.
nosy. I like that now that I know what it is.
Stop it.
Pimpin'.
He didn't see that up above. Chat's been rolling.
It has been
Oh,
rolling.
You guys
It's
so
been
much.
rolling quick.
And this light here is like it's one of the spotlights like you would use freaking one of them little utility lights. And I have like a milk carton over top of it. I learned this on YouTube now, try to make some good lighting. So then I have a paper towel hanging over it, and it's actually flipping up, and it's kind of catching me right below. And I see spots from looking at it, to be honest. So I should be tilting my hat down, like, what up, Holmes? I got like spots in my eyes from looking at it too. I'm not smart enough to
So,
get.
are we gonna talk about the new shebang bang thing? Because I'm still like hit and miss on it.
I'm not that good to even talk about it yet, bro. I
No.
had enough balls just to put it in my title, and nobody beat me up about it, so I'm good.
Oh
And
yeah.
hey, Holy Squish is here. We'll talk about that stuff.
Uh
You guys want to see some flying? Go click Holy Squish's channel. Holy sheet handles, which you better hold on to when you watch this guy. He abuses his quads.
60.
That is just crazy. I never saw that in the name. I watch this channel and it's like, I'm like, all right, so it must be in Australia. It's like, you're us on Oz. And I swear I looked at that thing like so many times to try to figure out that name. That's like people are trying to figure out mine. They're like, what the heck does your name mean?
You know better. Stop.
They've got one quad, but they like flying, but they're going to stay on the ground for a while. Just got a Red Cat shredder, and looking at a roller,
Nice.
also made by Red Cat.
Red Cat is a good brand for sure. They're nice ones. Yeah, we're into the RCs too. We do the ground RCs. I got the Infraction, which is like a drag drift thing. We got the Creighton, the Traxxas Rustler, and then a couple other little small ones I have. I have the little Revo. I've had fun with that little Revo. I used to like when I take that thing out there and you guys chase it with your quads. That little thing would kick ass, that little truck. Look at the cat.
As long as it doesn't touch the keyboard. Oh, you touched it.
Bye-bye. Shut dock out the string. Props off in the house.
I don't even know if it's heavy enough to press down a key.
I was watching your video today where you said, could this quad jump over that tower? That was a dope little spot. Need a jacket in Florida? What? No jacket in Florida?
Florida does get cold. Like, people don't think this. Like, in Daytona, it got cold.
Yeah,
Like-
okay. Doc and I can agree.
said
We do
11.
need a jacket every once in a while in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
'cause
now
we-
in the Keys, I did not. In the Keys, it was t-shirt all year round.
Crystal and him will be at a meetup. I'm telling you, like, I'm sitting there melting. Like, it is so hot.
In the summer.
They are in jackets and hoodies. I'm just like, y'all gotta just like take that stuff off. You're making me not breathe right. I don't know how they get them and stay in those things.
Well, if we're not flying this weekend, damn, I might actually do some
Oh.
RCing and take that guy to the track.
Cool
See how I
beans.
feel tomorrow morning.
Why you're so nosy? Says I'm 42 and haven't done any RC since I was a kid. Nice, just getting back into it. Cool beans. Yeah, I might look like a kid, but I just turned 49 today, and I don't want to do it.
You haven't shaved yet. You
I
don't
want to
look
turn
like a
back.
kid.
No, yeah, if I get rid of all this, I look a lot younger.
Oh yeah, Chris literally turns into a 30-year-old when he shaves.
Easy. I get carded just for walking in the store. You allowed in here? Hmm?
What all-in-one are you using? Are you
What-
talking to Chris?
Who said it? Where we at?
Props off. Asked
Props
what
off.
all-in-one are you using?
Little Whippers. I am going to use the diatone one. We were using he was buying the binding flies and using the beta FPV ones. even the 35 amps he was having trouble with. He's hard on him. He rips them. He flies them. So I went with the looking for reviews on the all-in-one boards. I had one of those JCHMCU boards, and it just wanted a channel or something. I don't even think it's a channel. It's when I go to take off, it just when you arm it, take off, it just keeps going. It's something up with it. So I looked up reviews and then jumped at that diatone one.
So this is a question. When you're looking at reviews at all-in-ones, was
Exactly,
the KISS
prop
even
off.
on there?
No,
Damn.
not close. So yes, props off says it, and I didn't want to say it, but Beta FPV, yes, they do. I don't know what they're cramming in them, and you got to think too. So them all-in-one boards. I mean, let's put it in perspective. That's a lot going on that one board. The flight controller, the ESCs, everything it takes. You guys, if you're familiar with the electronics, there's a lot going on with there. It's like a 20 by 20 stack. It's a whole lot going on in that little 20 by 20. So I don't know what's up. It's like if they need to start adding kind of bigger FETs for more amps, but it's like those things can only take like maybe one hard hit, or he says like if he full throttles it, it just acts funny and just does something. So yeah, we're gonna try to put something together. I found some motors over to Pyro, some 6S motors. So we're gonna run 6S on that little thing. It ought to be pretty badass. 51 466 props. It'll be pretty much what he wants. And that's all he wants, something real fast, something that can handle being beat on. I built him at Apex. He has not been able to kill that. All the binding flies, and you guys know that getting the binding flies. Some of them are tough as nails. Some of them, well, they make them just so you break them, just so you go buy another one.
Well, but I've had good experience with my all-in-one, my KISS one. As long as you're able to get it to flash right, it's a good
Yeah,
time.
you went through hell with that. There's no way I would build with that. So you say the Colada band. There was another one. Who made that one that I almost went with too? That's had pretty good reviews out there on it. The all-in-one.
All right,
I
how about we
remember
don't
before.
chase your tail on my lap?
I remember
All right,
before props
just
off. You're pretty
eat your
much
tail.
on that HGLRC. I do have a couple HGLRC stacks. I remember you before saying that Zeus was nice. I'll keep that in mind next time I build something. Mr. JRCs, what's up? But yeah, like I said, it's tough. iFlight, they do good. I can't say too much bad about them, but their little 20 by 20s, they just, well, that, and then I'd say the 30 by 30 one. Remember, I had that docked. It just armed and just.
Oh yeah.
It just popped for no reason, and I just had the thing flying 3 hours to that, or the day before of that.
Yeah, like you literally had it flying the day before, and then you took it out, and it just nope. Like, and it. What did you just lose one whole ESC on it?
Yeah, no, actually the back burnt on it. Just burnt and just stopped powering everything.
Oh.
He said Crystal dressed up tonight. I'm putting her to work. Need them drone parts.
You guys are going somewhere. Where are you going?
You say the Bugs 3 is awesome. Yeah, the Bugs 3, that thing always is a nice quad.
I just put two and two together. You both are dressed way too flippin' nice to like be hanging
we
out
went
at
out
the
to
house
dinner.
tonight.
That's
Oh,
all we
okay.
did. We
Oh,
went
you
to
did?
Green Turtle.
Oh, okay.
I like their chicken. Was it chicken nachos?
Their buffalo chicken nachos are the shit.
They are the shit. And then I like their buffalo chicken tacos.
I can't judge them too much though. Like when I started eating them, my boss was just giving me drinks nonstop, so I'm pretty sure I didn't taste half of them.
Okay, Howie says, don't do what I did wrong. Got a little noise in my goggles with the Mamba, the all-in-one. Okay, so you did use that one. You said the all-in-one stack, or you talking about the stack or the board? I had Chinese tonight. Oh, 10 minute. Here's the board that I'm using. This guy here. blow this up here. And when I now this one, because it's Mamba, I kind of use them vividly. So, but usually I look for the thickness in a board, especially when they're kind of doing stuff like this. Get when it's like thin, I don't know, but this isn't too thin. It's a F7. So I figured, I think it was 35 amps. I think, like, it was talking again about my arm not being long enough. Let me grab these cheaters here. Yeah, 35 amp, 6S, 45 amp burst.
Is that a 30 by 30?
Yes. Well, no, it's it's the what 24, I think. 20 or it's 25 by 25.5 mounting a 26.5. So I just call it a whoop board. I know they vary from like 24 to 25. So yeah, we're gonna see what this guy does in there and see how Shane likes it. And then he, like I said, he has a ton of those little beta FP, the twig things. He was getting those.
Hey, don't
Green
you
one
guys
was-
start ruining this and buying them random ass t-shirts. This is the first time I've seen this man wear a shirt that I would consider a really nice shirt. Like,
It's not even really like. It's just.
all right, compared to what I wear on a daily basis, that's freaking
what
some
you
high
wear?
class shit.
It's not high
Look,
class.
the last time I had him in that shirt, we went to the Poconos. So
It's just I'm used to wearing, like, what's tripping y'all out is because you always used to seeing something FPV, like a quad or a logo or a name.
Yeah, but like, it's like I always wear a whole level of bum, and then like you're wearing that like standard dude shirts. Like I'm bum, you're like standard dude. We don't have like the, so it's like you're dressing really nice to me, and I'm like, what is this man wearing?
I don't want to say. Yeah, I can pop my collar. Nope, Squish. I got jean shorts on, rocking the Crocs and two-wheel camouflage Crocs, rocking them in two-wheel drive, right? Because y'all know that story, right? We've been there. The four-wheel drive is when you pull down the lever and put your foot in and pull it up behind and then tighten the straps down. That's four-wheel drive.
My brain is in two-wheel drive.
I'll see you in the yellow.
Dude, I'm never dressed for this. I'm like, how often have I ever? Yeah, I have like one nice pair of shoes I've worn to one meetup.
Chuck calls it my gangster shirt. One day we're down Ocean City. We're looking. Crystal wants to find these foxes, right? I had to piss so bad. I was just like, oh. I walk. So the houses are on stilts and all that. And so I walk up under this like apartment thing, find like a little cubby hole, tiny little hole, cram my big butt in. As soon as I get done, this guy comes walking around. He's like, "Hey, thank you for pissing in my thing." I'm like, and then he called me an MFer, dude. I was walking away being a nice guy, like I'm like just gonna ignore the guy, right? He called me an MFer again. I turned around and said, "My mom's dead, brother." I said, "You might want to watch Run That Mouth, or I stuffed a couple of his teeth down your throat." When I said that, he stopped. He's like, "Oh shit, somebody talked back to me." Then he's like, he's on his phone with whoever he was on the phone with or whatever. Like, dude, whatever. Crystal Russell, I gotta admit, I was like this close to crossing that line, and I usually can contain myself very well. But in Ocean City, you get caught down there doing some crazy shit. You're going up for a long time. But yeah, so Chuck calls it my gangster shirt. I had it on that day. Chuck said that's why the guy messed with me, because he liked my shirt.
Oh, by the way, I think
did almost slap that guy. I can usually control my temper and walk away, but not. I just that day was just something. But I still walked away, so I was good.
So I think the apex
Thank you,
is
Michael.
cursed. By the way,
The what?
the apex. So
That's
notice
the
how it's
best
not
thing.
on my wall.
Oh, what you do with it? Did you
No.
your lips didn't get crusty and you got rid of that thing? I hope.
No, like straight up, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and all I hear is this crashing. I'm like, what the
Boom.
hell is that noise? I turn on the lights and I'm looking around. The apex is like freaking damn near underneath my chair, and it like popped off the wall and flew without propellers underneath my chair. And I'm like, well, that's weird.
That power I have, 'cause I'm the apex, I'm like, bring it.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I got to blow this up because I want to talk about this. I know Tim's still here. Where you at, Tim? I know you're still in here. Tim wanted me to talk about this because he is at his brother's house and he wanted me to show off his baby.
I did my job. I'm still waiting for the fist to be printed.
I will get into printing those. I do have a printer up and running now, so I just want to show this little guy off. This is under 250 grams, lightweight.
What just drives me up the wall is it's like the props look small on it.
It does, right? Because you would think that it would be able to support a prop. Well,
Oh, it could. It could definitely support
I mean-
a prop that long, all day.
oh yeah, you can put 12. You can put 12S, and we'll throw something out to about here.
Yeah.
But then they're also, I guess they're also trying to keep the prop out of shot too. But I don't think
Oh, who cares?
you're gonna see that prop.
It's not even about shot anymore. It's just about like how big can you go.
Yep. We're definitely going to get. I'm getting all the stuff I got done, and we're definitely
Yeah,
going
you
to
need
jump
to
on
hurry
this.
up and get it done.
Yeah, Crystal gets the maideness. Tim wants Crystal to maideness, guys. So
Yeah, you need to hurry up and get it done.
it's a shame, but it's probably not going to look as pretty
It will.
as what it does now. After Crystal gets done with it.
I believe I'm going to maiden it on 8S, Jim, not 12S.
8S, yes, it's going to be an 8S quad, not 12. We don't want to give Tim the 12S one. No, we will be in trouble.
John said strap to Bristol and make flapper.
It is a monster. I did fly that once already. I flew it on 6S, and it was, yes, bouncy.
See, he's already got to fly it, so my turn.
It was I came out of a roll with it, and it was bouncing. It was just, and it makes that sound too. It almost makes the spring sound, donya, 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 from the harmonics of the motors. And that thing came out. It was just like, boom, 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 boom. And I mean, it's coming lower to the ground. I'm like, get out of it. And I'm throttling up this thing, trying to like, come on now. And then finally, right before the ground, it caught itself. I was like, thank God.
Well, Squish, I've been told only
Really?
stop when it sounds too expensive.
Yep. They told her to always stop when it sounds too expensive.
So, durability test? I
Yes,
don't know.
most of them. So this does,
That X class comes in at 230 grams, Chris. Remember that.
I think, I forget what something, I'm thinking everything was capable of 12S on this, but I would have to check that out first. But 8S, it's going to be a monster. 12S, if you're racing it, obviously. If you're going to race it, then you definitely want 12S. You want that beast, that monster to get up and go. Which on 8S, believe me, that one over here on the wall, I fly that on 6S. Like I'm pointing it on the wall. I can't get the finger right tonight. It's just jacked up. The big ass one above the wing. I fly that on 6S. That thing hauls ass. Yes, it is sub 250. Exactly. She's light. I mean, man.
I wonder how big of a quad you could physically make and keep it under 250. Like, how thin could you make the arms where they're still rigid? How light could you make the body? Like, I feel like the body wouldn't even exist. You would literally somehow build straps so the arm strapped to the
Yeah,
battery pack.
this is how straight the arm is on the ground. As soon as you lift it off the ground.
Like, I bet we could at least make like a sub 250 7-inch.
So the Beast class hanging over there above the wing, that is a 10. That holds 10-inch props. The Beast class, that is holding a 13-inch prop right now, and they're 9-inch props right now on the Beast. They're not 10s, but it will hold a 10-inch prop. So yeah, 13-inch props on this. And like I said, it's just for It's not made for racing or nothing like that. It's just going to be, just a
Ooh.
freestyle quad.
Roger said, "I'll bet the inverted yaw spins with that X."
Yeah, but when Jumpy, I bet I could cut a 7-inch frame that's light enough to be sub
I
250.
know, Roger. That invert yaw spin with that big X class. Woo wee.
I bet it'd make an interesting sound.
I will definitely try it though. I think I
What?
can pull it off. Pull an invert yaw spin with that X class.
Oh yeah. You just
I
have
did-
to make sure that like
You
your
gotta
yaw
go.
P is low enough that you're not over throttling.
Well, you got to go way up higher too, because see, on a 5-inch, when you do the invert yaw spin, you punch up, and when you flip over, you're still going up.
Yeah.
As you're getting into it. These things here, no. When you roll over, they instantly start coming down. You don't get that inertia of going up.
Nah,
Dang,
all right.
220.
I'm gonna probably take on this challenge. Like when I get some excess carbon lying around, I'm gonna make a sub 250 7-inch frame.
I
I'm gonna do it.
mean, it's easy. Basically, you lighten everything up. So basically, here's where you're at. Think of freestyle, right? You want the arms to be beefy, everything to be beefy, right? Because you don't want nothing to break. If you're going to do a lightweight build, you're going to cut more arms. That's all. Or not fly as hard as you fly it with like you would your other ones. I would disintegrate it. So me, I would just have to have. If I'm gonna go lightweight, I would have to go like just 5 spare arms. You know. Greg Swirly Bird, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's all. Like, just gotta have more arms. That's what it's gonna come down to being.
Jim said he thinks I need Phobos.
This ADAS is gonna be something. Believe me, I've never flown nothing on ADAS myself, so.
But see, you don't understand.
I do understand. Believe me.
No, see, you don't understand.
Yeah, but
Customer. What the customer wants, the customer gets.
7-inch props alone don't weigh more than
No, see,
250.
that's what customization is all about. What the customer wants, the customer gets. Okay, if it was Walmart, then you could tell him no. In this case, you can't tell him no. It's custom. So what the customer wants, the customer gets.
18S. Woo! Watch the 8S. The 8S. That's why I said, as far as tuning, not gonna mess with nothing, because on 8S, yeah, it's gonna be something versus that 6.
Why does Get FPV not
Thank you,
have
John. I
7-inch
appreciate
props?
it. What is what?
Get FPV doesn't have 7-inch props in mini quad size. What the hell? How do I find 7-inch props? I got like 9 or 6. I don't have 7 or 8.
On Get FPV?
Yeah,
They should have 7-inch props, I would think.
like
Oh, Freddie Crystal. Tell her, Greg. Greg knows. There it is.
oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why it wasn't showing
It
up.
takes a lot to keep that man in straight.
Exactly. Pyro
Just remember
drone.
that.
Hey, that's because Get FPV, dude. They're not selling no more props at all. Pyro is the only one selling props.
Yeah, right. Okay, no. So he made me think like 7-inch props were heavier. Like literally, the 7-inch props I'm looking at are 7.9 grams. That's fine. That's within our weight budget.
Do it, John. Put that 6S on them. They can do it. Pyro all the way. That's right. No surge. Man, I was trying to place an order the other night. It wouldn't take it. Well, it actually was. I wanted to go check out, and then I was like, man, I don't know. I should use PayPal or should I use the bank? I was like, man, she got like 3 bank cards in there. Which one do I use? So I had to wait till Crystal got up next morning, get up next day, go to order it. The PayPal thing's gone. I'm like, she reaches out to Surge, and they end up getting it straight. It was something with Shopify or something. My HD0 micro. Uh-oh, HD0 micro. That means Grecky Bird is Shucky Bite. Gas place is good. Jim say stay quiet. No, Jim, you have to put a pyro link in here. Not race day. I click it. It says race day is not open no more. Go to pyro. What? That's crazy. Don't forget to put your props in your
I
bag.
did click that. I look. So it's
7-inch props. All right.
yeah. Like I feel like we still have plenty of weight. Like we have at least 50 grams to make the frame work.
What's next for the new printer? I've been printing Crystal some box holders for her show thing coming up. I got some prints that I need to do. I think I'm going to probably, well, if I go with the Pro camera on my Apexes, I probably won't even be running camera mounts on mine no more.
So what's next is some damn Hulk Fist.
Yes, actually, I do have to do the Hawk Fist and Hawk Feet. I do have to at least print one of those, lay them down so we can see where we're at.
Yes.
Can we hollow the props and make them lighter? No.
Put some speed holes in it.
No.
Hey,
There we go.
there is a fun fact about like so airplane wings. They were like doing tests. They were popping holes in them, and as
Right.
long as like the holes are so small and so spaced out, it actually doesn't affect the aerodynamics that much because it creates pockets of air in the hollow channels.
I was
So
gonna
like
say, I wonder.
if you could drill out the propellers properly and even out the weight distribution, you could theoretically lighten the propeller that way.
Drill holes in it. We'd have to try that. Take a set
I
and
knew
just drill
that
some
was
holes.
coming. I knew that was coming.
I'd be willing to try it.
How to make a 257-inch, drill holes in the propellers.
All right, I hear you, John. She's ready. I got her up and going. Dialed in. Yeah, that would be cool. Take and try to see if we could drill holes in them and lighten up the prop, and will the quad still fly? Sounds like a video to me.
Oh yeah, and probably the best one to do it to would be those old doll propellers because they have so much surface area that you could put a decent sized hole in it. Like
I think HQ because they're so thin. That way you got like a thinner, lighter prop.
yeah, but you have to think like you need like initial surface area and like the end of the surface area because if you're popping a hole in it and it's like barely anything in between the hole and the edges, I don't think it's gonna work too well.
Better. Everything's gonna work better.
Oh yeah.
Anti-gravity, I mean, idle, everything's gonna work better. Ready for you do. You can have him do it personally. He's in here.
I know, right?
News.
Rick, I need your voice.
She's got your voice. Locked in her iPad forever. Drill holes in the carbon. Yeah, drill holes in the carbon of your quad. But have a good bit.
I don't have much like space to drill holes in my carbon. When I cut my carbon, it's pretty much holed up already.
Going up?
I think it's already up.
Sure. No, it's not.
Sure.
Told you.
It only went up a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
It just I wound up a little.
Just put ethic straps on it.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah, you put ethic straps on your drone. It does take your. It does. It really works. We have trued and tested this.
Trued and tested.
Tried and true.
Tried, tested, trued, rude, whatever. That shit works. That's all.
News.
Make yourself a big screen. Woo!
And if y'all don't know, Greg's whirly-bird that's in here right now, that is Greg's voice. Just to do some news.
So, guys, in drone news tonight, the drones have been deployed to search for missing dogs. I can't talk. I think Chris is rubbed off on me. To search for some missing dogs in Eden. Drone pilots have now been recruited to search for 2 missing dogs near Appleby. Heidi Beatty of King has said that her brown border terrier B and white Stafford Bull Terrier cross Molly were last seen on November 4th. She has urged people on social media to keep an eye out for her pets and locals, like y'all, are reportedly sweeping the area. Drones are also joining that search, such as drone pilots from Drone SAR for Lost Dogs UK, a volunteer group that uses unmanned drones with cameras to search for missing pets. The group's founder, Graham Burton, said, "We've got pilots on the case and groups searching on the ground as well." It's a bit tricky because they've been missing for a few days, but it doesn't mean we don't know how to look. You just don't know exactly where to look. They could really be anywhere. All we have to do is go to the skies and keep our eyes open. So, guys, if y'all are in the UK or know someone in the UK, get the word out, get those drones in the air, help this lady find her missing pets. In
How many
our-
pets does this woman have?
She's missing 2 dogs at the moment.
Oh.
There is a new bill that will limit when police in Ohio can use drones in criminal investigations.
Buffalo chicken taco.
I cannot believe you're eating again already.
Hey, don't judge me.
I'm not. In Columbus, Ohio, 2 new Ohio bills have been filed this week in the House that seek to create the state's first significant regulations on the drones used by public and law enforcement. House Bills 485 and 486, introduced by Republican State Representative Adam Holmes of Zanesville, would respectively set rules about how and where private drones can be used and require police to obtain a search warrant in most instances for surveillance and data collection purposes. Drone operators in Ohio already have to follow federal rules put into place by the FAA. HB 485 is looking to set rules for private drone operators, banning using unmanned drones in a careless or reckless manner that endangers any person or property, or with willful or wanton disregard to the rights or safety of others. Facing violators with up to 6 months in prison or $500 fines. This legislation would also prohibit using drones in a way that interferes with first responders' work or in any manner prohibited by federal law or regulations. Doing so would be a first-degree misdemeanor punishable by up to 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. The bill would further make it illegal to use a drone to take pictures or video or loiter over or near a critical facility, including courthouses, prisons, jails, public safety, emergency operation facilities, military installations, and hospitals that receive air ambulance services in furtherance of a criminal offense. First-time offenders are going to face a 4th-degree felony charge, punishable by up to 18 months in prison and a $5,000 fine. Repeat offenders are going to be facing as much as 3 years behind bars and a $10,000 fine. In addition to these state drone limits, local governments would also be allowed to enact their own rules about the use of drones in or above parks or other public property. HB 486, meanwhile, would create several detailed rules for law enforcement to follow when using drones. For example, collected information using drones would not be admissible in a criminal court proceeding unless authorities had first obtained a search warrant. The bill lays out several details that applications for such search warrants must include, including the circumstances when the drone will be used, the specific information that law enforcement intends to collect, and how police expect to use that information, and how and when data collected will be destroyed. Police won't be allowed to keep drone data for more than 90 days unless it's relevant to an ongoing investigation or trial. And authorities state in writing that there's a reasonable suspicion that it's an evidence of a crime. However, law enforcement must keep accurate information on the logistics of the drone surveillance flights for at least 5 years. Well, law enforcement wouldn't need a warrant to conduct drone surveillance when an individual is in imminent danger of being killed or suffering bodily harm, or when they're surveilling damage after a weather-related or environmental catastrophe. Drones would also be permitted without warrants to patrol within 25 miles of the Canadian border to stop illegal entry of any person or substance. Police would not be allowed to use drones armed with any lethal weapon. I can't even believe I just read that one, but okay. Nor could they conduct drone surveillance of individuals who are demonstrating or otherwise lawfully exercising their constitutional rights. The president and CEO of Drone Service Provider Alliance, a trade industry group, said in a statement that the Holmes bills are very reasonable and that his group supports legislation like this. Guys, keep your eye out. I told you last week about how Oregon was taking thoughts on how to change the drone laws in parks. This week, I'm bringing you the news that Ohio is trying to pass 2 major laws that, if these happen, it's going to set the precedents for every other state to do exactly the same thing. First, it was federal, now the states. And as it says in here, in this article, it's going to allow local legislation to set their own laws. It's coming. Keep your eyes open. Hopefully, they don't go insane.
Oh, it's pushing it to fourth right.
Well, that's why I said, that's why I bring you guys these news. It's not always the good, but if we're aware of it, it gives us a little bit of a leg up.
I ain't going nowhere near Oregon. I'm good.
And guys, in other news, Apple might be working on a drone.
Uh-oh.
A drone from the house of Apple, likely to be called iDrone, right?
E-drone?
Not E-drone, iDrone. And it would work seamlessly with iPhone.
I thought Apple already made a drone, and it was called a Kiss Alien.
That's why they failed.
Well,
Huh?
if you think we're making something up, then a few recent patent applications suggest
It'll be expensive.
that this tech giant has got something in the works. And they're at least thinking and might actually be working on a new drone. According to a report from 9 to 5 Mac, in the last year, Apple has filed not 1, not 2, but 3 patent applications for a drone. 2 of those have just come to light within the last couple of days. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has published 2 patent applications from Apple that are in relation to unmanned aerial vehicles or drones. Interestingly, the patent offices and applications were first filed in Singapore. The first patent application from Apple about drones covers apparatuses, systems, and methods for pairing, unpairing UAVs to and from UAV controllers. Embodiments may include various methods for pairing and unpairing UAVs to UAV controllers. This seems to be the routine way of operating a drone, as we all know. The second patent application, titled Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Tracking and Control, is related to tracking and controlling drones or UAVs through a cellular network system. In the patent application, Apple mentions that drones used for various applications, such as acquiring or sensing information, like video acquisition or surveillance, delivering goods, or other activities. The usage of UAVs has rapidly increased in recent years, in part due to many applications in which they can be used. We already know that one. For example, UAVs can be utilized to travel to remote, inaccessible, and inconvenient locations to perform various actions. It's also been said that it is just a patent, and big tech companies like Apple have thousands of those patent applications filed. Not all of them end up in the final stage, being an end product. However, in the case of a drone, in this day and age, it makes sense for Apple to make its presence felt. If there was already an existing category where Apple could play, this is it. Keep your eyes and your ears open, guys. There might be a new player coming to the market named iDrone. Who knows?
I beat at the right time.
Until next time, remember,
Oh,
I will continue to bring you anyway, like I said, hey, it's a crazy night. We both have new lips apparently. Look at that.
I'm turning around. Oh, I heard she said, "Oh, I ejected myself." I was like, "What?"
I did. I hit the wrong button.
You gotta turn the volume up, Doc. You can't hear it, Doc. Doc's still muted. Or no, turn the volume up. Down on the box.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry. I thought I got ejected because I seen in the top left corner of the live, and then I was
Up or
like, oh
down?
no, they got ejected. Hello?
Yeah.
There he is.
She turned the volume all the way down. Everything. She just shut you down, son.
Damn.
And then exited herself out of stage.
Oh, hey. That way y'all know it's live, and you know it's not scripted, you know it's not bullshit, and you know it's not taped. Anyway, like I was saying, what just happened? Crystal just had a true, totally blonde moment. Sorry about that. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm going to continue to bring you guys the good, the bad, the highlights of drone news. You never know what's going to happen with drone news. You don't know if it's going to be another fool shooting at a drone in the sky and being arrested under a felony, or if it's going to be a new product possibly coming to the market. You never know what drone news will be coming next week. So until then, stay tuned. Keep your eyes out there. We appreciate all of you guys and your support. Yeah, I'm sure Doc was like, what the hell just happened?
I was
sure-
very confused.
Hey, so was I. I was like, oh shit, I done hit the wrong button. What's in the box? Chris actually got a new part so he could fix the dirt bike, and it showed up on the birthday day. So look,
Perfect.
John's like, no.
I need it running again. Tired of pushing it, running, jumping on it. No.
Wait, Chuck, what do you mean boomer moment? I'm sitting here and I'm not in that boomer stage. That's this old man back here.
Well, she's only a boomer if her parents were technically like 20 to 30 during World War
Love
II.
you too, brother. Appreciate you.
That's a boomer.
All you guys. That's awesome. You guys come.
Oh no, anybody like born a couple years after World War II. I'm sorry, that's a baby boomer.
Yep. Those boomers then.
Yeah, like my parents are the generation of the baby boomer
The boomers.
products, not me. So, anyway, guys, until next time, get out there and enjoy our
I hear
hobby.
ya, brother.
Send it.
Take it out of the sky.
Don't take it out of the sky.
Hey.
Put it in the sky.
First of all, listen. If you guys see, let's say a DJI drone above, right? Oh, a little Mavic, right? Go to your Wi-Fi because you ain't hear this from here, but if they're doing something illegal, say to your property, there's a very slim chance that they did not secure that Wi-Fi password. And if you're familiar with, say, how drones are, how I am, I go into the Wi-Fi if you didn't, and yeah, take control of it with my phone and go bye-bye.
It's
Oh.
mine now.
Don't think about if they're doing something illegal to your house.
Yeah, you didn't hear that here.
No.
Thanks, guys, for everybody showing up tonight and wishing MD95 TSI a happy birthday once again.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys.
We
Yep.
love you all. Hopefully, Mother Nature is kind to you
Thank
and
you,
you get to
Elvis.
fly it
Double A.
outside. If not, fly it inside.
See ya.
It'll be nice tomorrow, too.
Y'all have a great week, and we will catch you all next Friday. Until
Second
next time,
Bye.
Peace.
love y'all.
See ya.